Hi, I'm Anqoinette Crosby and welcome to County Report This Week. Coming up in the next half hour, activists consider ways to combat climate change in the county. We have a report on the ideas they're suggesting. Plus, before teachers and students head to their classrooms, we're taking you on a tour of Rockville's new elementary school. And later, we give you a taste of what's cooking during Restaurant Week in Silver Spring. But first, Montgomery County Fire and Rescue Service has been honored with a top industry award. The department was accredited by the Commission on Fire Accreditation International. This was for achieving the highest standards and service in our community. It recognizes the department as one of the world's best.
The importance to the residents is identifying that Montgomery County Fire Rescue has a comprehensive strategic plan, a risk management assessment, and is evaluating our agency. We are evaluating us on about 250 performance indicators where we establish the baselines, the benchmarks, the performance expectations that we will operate as, and then measure that.
MCFRS was first accredited in 2007. The honor is so rare that only about 250 departments across the world have earned it. Congratulations. This week on the County Spanish Language Radio Show, we learned more about the exciting fall recreation programs. And there's also excitement about the grand opening of the Good Hope Neighborhood Recreation Center. It opens on October 6th. You're invited to the ribbon cutting ceremony on that day. We get the details from the director of the county's recreation department.
The Strathmore Alliance is ongoing, and so we're very excited to be able to uniquely offer music and dance programs at that particular facility that we can't offer in quite the same way at some of our other recreation centers. But on October 6th, there will be family activities from 10 a.m. until 6 p.m., so we encourage everybody to come out and check out the spectacular new Good Hope Community Recreation Center.
The center is located at 14715 Good Hope Road in Silver Spring. The fun begins at 10 a.m. For more info, visit mocorec.com. Get on board for a faster ride. Commuters along Route US 29 have a new transportation option. It's a ride-on route with limited stops during rush hour. Phil McLaughlin from the Department of Transportation is here to tell us more. Phil, thanks so much for being here. Can you first tell us about the service?
Well, thank you. On May 14th of this past year, Ride-On began a new limited stop service in the US 29 corridor that operates between Burtonsville Park and Ride and Silver Spring Transit Center, serving major transit nodes along the way. The service connects with about 24 Ride-On and Metro bus services in the corridor. The service operates Monday through Friday, operates during the AM and PM peak periods, 5:30 to 9 in the morning, 3 until 7 in the afternoon. It runs every 15 minutes. It's a limited stop service, so what we've done is specifically identified the bus stops which are served by the Route 129 with a special flag and some marketing material at each one of the stops.
So I'm sure this really helps commuters get through rush hours. Can you tell us a little bit more about this schedule?
So the service runs every 15 minutes, serving local stops. We've had a lot of success in the first 4 months of the service. During the first month, we carried about 200 riders. During the second month, about 300 riders. And during the third month, about 400 riders. And so far in August, we're averaging over 400 riders. Now, we do expect that when school begins next month in September, we do expect that we're going to be carrying even more riders than that.
And Phil, is there a website that folks can go to for more information?
Yeah, there sure is. The best way to get additional information on this service and all ride-on services is to go to our website, rideonbus.com, or go to Ride-On MCT to access all of our social media outlets.
Thanks again, Phil, for being here.
Thank you.
Coming up on County Report this week, Montgomery College is teaching students an important lesson about giving back, why they're handing out free groceries on campus. and how a robotics team of students are proving they are masters of their universe. We'll have more about these young tech wizards who are gearing up for a global prize. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Did you know there are more than 10,000 county government phone numbers? But there's only one number you need to remember for non-emergency calls, 311. MC311 is Montgomery County government's online telephone information system. Need information? Have a problem or complaint? Trying to locate a county government facility? Call 311. The call center is open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. The website is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
In Montgomery County, we have a goal to reduce waste and recycle 70% of all waste by 2020. By recycling and reducing waste, we save natural resources and make our community even better. So recycle at home, work, school, everywhere, and keep recycling going. For more information, call the Montgomery County, Maryland Division of Solid Waste Services at 311 or visit montgomerycountymd.gov/recycling.
Keep it going. Recycle more now.
Welcome back to County Report This Week. I'm Anqoinette Crosby. Dozens of environmental activists came together to discuss the next steps in bringing policy changes here in Montgomery County. The meeting comes amid a resolution passed by the Montgomery County Council last year declaring a climate emergency.
Well, today is a great community engagement opportunity around our environmental challenges. So, I'm hearing from people about how ideas that they could recommend for our climate plan. The county has prepared, the county government Department of Environmental Protection has prepared a response to our council resolution around the climate emergency. They've produced a report, a climate action report that outlines, they said, about 100 different measures that could be taken. They haven't made them as recommendations, they've just sort of identified them as solutions that could be done. So we need to dive into that, and then we need to build a work group to continue that work, so it doesn't become a report on the shelf, but that we're continuing to follow along and enact everything that we can enact from it, and continue to build support for changes that are maybe down the road.
The theme that I'm seeing coming out of the discussions, at least I've been part of, is it's going to take more than just the government. It's going to take everybody trying to make a difference. A lot of cultural changes, a lot of changes in how we plan for land use, a lot of changes in how people purchase food, how people deal with food that they don't use. So just really some great ideas about things that can be done kind of at the grassroots level, as well as bigger policy things that could be done to help us continue to move in the right direction. So a lot of ideas are really coming forward in these small breakout sessions. What would be the easiest thing to do? Well, I think the easiest thing to do would just be continue to talk about this and continue to encourage people to make these changes or consider really their impact.
Can you describe what might be the hardest decision to make that's included in the report?
Well, maybe I would say maybe this isn't the hardest decision, but one of the hardest changes that might have to you consider is use of vehicles. I mean, everybody loves being in their car in Montgomery County. So if you're going to really make a difference in greenhouse gas emissions, vehicles are one of the largest percentage contributors of greenhouse gas emissions.
A group of young Montgomery County students are part of a robotics team that's wired to win. They've already won the World Championships. Now they have their eyes on winning a global prize. Susan Kennedy paid them a visit and found out how they're preparing.
I'll send you another design that should have fixed that problem.
At 9 o'clock on a Sunday morning, most teenagers are sound asleep. But this group of middle and high school wizards have a critical mission before them: to win the first global robotics championship. The Wizards EXE team is comprised of 5 boys and 6 girls between the ages of 13 and 17, all from different schools across Montgomery County. In April, the team won the first Tech Challenge Inspire Award, which recognizes excellence in robot design, engineering, and outreach. The Wizards competed with 128 top teams to win this award.
And we were all sort of in disbelief. And
Now that it's sort of sunk in, I think we're trying to leverage that Inspire word to make a better community for robotics in Maryland and try to leverage it to get more people interested in STEM.
It's part of the Wizards logo. Their mission is to engage, expand, and educate others about STEM. Something Annika Seth will tell you was the furthest thing from her mind growing up.
When I was a little girl, I was like a Princess and Barbie girl. I played dress up, I watched princess movies, I was into fairies and everything. My mom was asked if I wanted to do this, and we were having breakfast on a Sunday morning, and my mom was like, Annika, you want to do robotics? And I was like, what?
Many of the students on the Wizards team have been involved in the FIRST program since elementary school. The acronym FIRST is for Inspiration and Recognition of Science and Technology. For each challenge the team competes in, they are given a game to design that has specifications that are part of the overall scoring. Their winning robot could stack, lift, grab, and balance.
So our robot there takes these blocks that are 6-inch cubes and it puts them into these goals called crypto boxes. And so you can stack them 4 high and there's 3 columns, and you get points for every row, column, block you put in. And if you put them in a special pattern, you get even more points.
And many of the parts for the robot were made with the team's very own 3D printer.
And we like using 3D printers because we can make custom parts, so we can make parts however we want them, whatever we want them to be for, and we can customize them like that. So we can print them. They use this filament material, and it uses a really hot extruder to make molten filament and spread it out. So when it moves around, it will start making a model.
As winners of the World Championship, the Wizards will now compete in FIRST Global this August in Mexico City. The competition is an Olympic-style robotics event with the goal of encouraging collaboration among the youth of the world. Between now and August, the Wizards will meet several hours per week getting ready for the global competition, but they need to raise about $25,000 to cover their expenses for travel and building their robot. They've set up a GoFundMe page and are working hard to get more sponsors on board. But in the end, the Wizards say they are honored to be ambassadors of the United States on the global stage. Reporting from Gaithersburg, I'm Susan Kennedy.
They volunteered their time to rehab a bridge, paint local shelters, and build garden beds for community centers. In appreciation for all of their hard work, the City of Rockville recently honored the Montgomery College Student Construction Association. Stan Jones tells us more about the award they received.
Students in the Montgomery College Construction Management Program are locally and nationally known, which was evident when Rockville City's Mayor and Council recognized the Montgomery College Student Construction Association with the 2018 Community Achievement Award.
The Student Construction Association, SCA, is probably one of the most active student organizations at Montgomery College. It's really our arm to industry and to the community. They participate in industry events, in national competitions. They do community service projects.
We've done a lot of volunteering work with the City of Rockville, which is where our core program is based here in Rockville, and through one of our alumni who actually works for the City of Rockville. We've stayed connected with them and been able to complete a number of community service projects within the city, particularly with their Parks and Recreation Department. In the last 2 years, our Student Construction Association, which is our student club associated with our program, has actually gone out and volunteered to do some different projects at different parks, including painting the ballet center and doing some refurbishment, painting some park shelters at different area parks, doing some refurbishment of a bridge at the Civic Center, and also building some raised garden beds in a few of the local parks. And so we were really appreciative of the City of Rockville, who recognized our students for the contributions that they've made over the last few years.
Kara and Mario are excited and proud to see the growth in these construction management students as they apply what they've learned in the community.
We're really proud of them, and we think it says a lot about our program that our two-year college students really have demonstrated a level of skill and performance that's similar to what students are getting at four-year universities.
When our students reach these accomplishments or get recognized for competitions, awards, community service in this case, hey, I'm out there high-fiving my students.
For County Report this week, I'm Stan Jones.
In order to help feed those who otherwise may go hungry, Montgomery College officials are doing something pretty awesome. Starting in September, they will begin giving groceries to students and community members for free. This is a partnership with a Capital Area Food Bank. MC will provide fresh fruit, vegetables, and other foods on campus as part of its mobile market program. It starts September 5th. For a list of dates and times, go to montgomerycollege.edu. Coming up on County Report this week, low-income students in Tacoma Park enjoy a fun and educational summer camp. And a brand new school is opening in Rockville, and we're taking you on a tour. Stay with us. County Report this week. We'll be right back.
At Montgomery Parks, it's time to play tag.
Oh, I'm on base.
What's base?
This.
Playgrounds are awesome, but make sure you remember to take a ride aboard a miniature train.
Do you think they'll let me drive? I mean conduct.
Bring a picnic lunch and enjoy a meal outdoors. And what better way to end your day than a ride on a classic carousel?
Dad wins the Triple Crown!
Montgomery Parks, it's all here.
Welcome back to County Report this week. I'm Anqoinette Crosby. Lunch and Learn is a program for low-income students. The summer camp in Tacoma Park hosted nearly 200 students. It offers educational courses, life skill activities, sports, and a healthy lunch. It runs for 6 weeks and is sponsored by the city and county. Tacoma Park City TV spoke with some of the participants, and here's what they had to say.
We have many young people who during the summer months really don't have many places to go. And the Lunch and Learn program provides a free summer camp for young people in order to keep up with their math and reading skills. And the thing I think they enjoy the most is learning how to swim. We have many volunteers in the community who come and who help the students with their math and reading. Some teachers who are off for the summer or retired teachers give their time.
They're very good kids. They're enthusiastic about being here. In fact, when we asked them, how do you like being here? They said, I'm glad we had Lunch and Learn because if we didn't have it, we would have been bored in the house.
I actually learned how to swim here. The first year I came here, I didn't know how to swim, and then now I'm an advanced swimmer, and now I'm a helper.
You earn a lot of hours at the end of the day, which help you graduate, and then you have fun with your friends, and it's just a good experience.
We have a structured program for them from the time they come in the morning. They have breakfast. Once breakfast is over, they come into the classroom. We talk about social skills, how to get along with one another.
This here is the share table that when the campus, if they don't want it, then they can just put it here, and if anyone else wants to come up and get it, then they can. So because today was pizza day, so we have a lot of sandwiches on the table that they didn't want because they wanted the pizza. But yes, but it's the food is all well balanced, and everyone does like. We haven't had any complaints yet.
I mostly enjoy math. I enjoy going to the pool and the gym and meeting all my friends from school. Especially I love science because I learn a lot of things that I haven't been learning in school.
Each year the need is greater than what we can provide for, and I hope over the next couple of years we can find more funding for the Lunch and Learn program in order to expand it to help more young people, as well as expand it longer into the summer, because as of right now the program doesn't go into August, and so I'd like to look into the future and to see how we can expand the program.
Before students and teachers get settled in, we're giving you an exclusive look at a new elementary school that opens this fall in Rockville. Rock 11's Craig Buchanan takes us there.
In September, the doors will open to a new Rockville Elementary School that was named after openly gay civil rights activist Bayard Rustin. Rockville 11 got a chance to walk the halls before the doors opened to students and meet the school's principal. And what we found was a school that shows how modern technology and education will be used to help shape the minds of the students that will fill these classrooms.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Rachel DuBois, the very proud principal of the brand new Bayard Rustin Elementary School. I'd like to take you around, tour the school, and show you some of the really great spaces we have that our children will be enjoying in just a few days. The best part about opening a new school is that it's a blank slate. It's really a kid-centered approach of, when you're a kid learning in a classroom, what kind of space do you want to be in every day? We're going to have almost 600 students this first year. We're going to have K through 5, and we'll have 2 special programs, the Chinese Immersion Program. In addition, we're also a world language school. So that means children K through 5, whether they're in the immersion program or not, will also have world language classes. We're one of 2 elementary schools piloting the elementary world language program this year. Our biggest goal of the school is to build relationships with the community, build relationships with our kids, build relationships with our staff. Our staff is all coming from different schools in Montgomery County Public Schools. They're amazing teachers, but we need to work on building our culture and our community from the ground up. We're going to kick the year off with our theme of All Are Welcome. We're going to read a book in our school by Alexandra Penfold called All Are Welcome. It's about accepting differences, being inclusive, and how all of our differences really make us an amazing school. So I think everyone is excited and really understands that the legacy starts today. This is it. We're all part of it together.
For County Report This Week, I'm Craig Buchanan.
With the new school year fast approaching, here are some back-to-school safety tips. Remember, when school buses are loading or unloading students, if you're driving in the county, you must make a complete stop once the flashing lights are on. MCPS buses have video cameras, so if you're caught on video not stopping, the citation is $250. It goes up to $570 if you're stopped by police. Coming up on County Report this week, hungry for ramen? We'll take you to the tasty new hotspot that's moved into the county. And diners can sample some great food and sweet deals during Restaurant Week. We'll tell you when and where. Stay with us. County Report this week. We'll be right back.
Interested in career success? Get to Montgomery College and we'll get you going. You can earn an associate's degree in only 2 years. With 3 campuses, award-winning faculty, and multiple online learning opportunities, Montgomery College will empower you to set your course and succeed. Want to pursue a bachelor's degree? If you start at MC, you can save 1/3 on total tuition costs of a 4-year program. Apply today.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. But it's always the same basket, and it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but, she's putting them in the same basket. Again. It's like, hello? That's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
Welcome back to County Report this week. I'm Anqoinette Crosby. The first Genya Ramen Bar in the county celebrated its grand opening in Bethesda. Here's more.
There you go.
Virginia Ramen Bar is a full-service restaurant serving Japanese-style ramen and small plates. The menu is very broad. We offer vegan options to vegetable options to pork broth and chicken broth. We're really excited to open, but on the other hand, it's always a little bit scary, and you're anxious and nervous not to make any mistakes so that people don't get disappointed. Each location we employ around 75 people directly, but we work with many vendors, local vendors. It's not only 75, but there's a lot of other people that will be affected by this restaurant. I think it's very important to work with local vendors because they understand the dynamics of this community. Their presence in general in the market, that since they are involved with other restaurants already, makes it much easier to conduct business.
It's very challenging to start a business and be successful anywhere. And Montgomery County was, from our experience, very pleasant. And the liquor license procedure was also very thorough, and we didn't have any kind of issue. They were as a matter of fact, very nice.
I think it's a good compliment to a very vibrant North Bethesda community.
How important is it to give back to the community?
Giving back to the community is, for us, it's very important. I think every business should, not only by paying taxes, but also in other ways, try to add value to the community in general.
It's a fantastic week for foodies. We're talking about the Silver Spring Tacoma Park Restaurant Week. It starts September 4th, so get your appetites ready for some delicious dining and deals. Susan Kennedy has a preview of what's on the menu for this annual event.
Come and get it. More than 30 restaurants will be participating in this year's Silver Spring Tacoma Park Restaurant Week. Montgomery County Councilmember Tom Hucker's first stop, Hen Quarter.
Tell our viewers a little more about the concept of Hen Quarter, because not everybody's been here.
We're a southern concept, so we have fried chicken, we have waffles, shrimp and grits. We have southern food with southern warm hospitality. This is what we're known for, our chicken and waffles. You need to dunk it in the butter. We use a honey butter.
This is a Hen Quarter way.
A Hen Quarter way.
Okay.
First into the butter.
First into the butter.
Into the syrup.
Into the syrup.
And there you go.
Mmm. Fantastic.
Here are shrimp and grits. You've got 4 jumbo prawn shrimp.
Restaurant Week gives residents from all over the county the opportunity to sample some of the Down County's finest cuisine.
Sticks to your bones.
Mm-hmm.
This is the 3rd year All Set will be participating in the event.
How are you? Really good. How are you?
Good. Thanks for having me.
Tom Hucker delighted in their homemade clam chowder. That's a crowd favorite.
I wanted you to try our clam chowder. We're actually.
Oh, really? Okay. You've been here how many years now?
So just over 3 years.
Right.
Yeah, and our
New England concept. What, thyme, leek,
exactly.
other spices going on in here. Celery, bacon.
Exactly.
It's not just the straight up potato and cornstarch and oyster crackers.
Exactly.
Right. So you're in Silver Spring, but you feel like you're having a summer on the Cape.
That's the goal.
Yeah.
That's the goal.
These are the fanciest oyster crackers I've ever seen.
Old Bay, olive oil, and it gives it a little bit of a Maryland
Little
pop.
New England meets Maryland.
Exactly. We have a lot of regulars who come in and they're really invested in us, and they want us to be successful, and that makes us feel so great. So we want to give back, and participating in this is a great way to do that.
It's a great example of the variety and the quality of restaurants that we have in Silver Spring. Silver Spring and Tacoma Park have some of the best restaurants in the whole metro area. Cleanse your palate here.
Absolutely. Yes.
The word hasn't gotten to the public yet, so that's one reason we've been putting together Restaurant Week for the last 4 years.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Restaurant Week runs from September 4th through the 9th. For more information on all the participating establishments, visit the website. In Silver Spring, I'm Susan Kennedy for County Report This Week.
Bring a lawn chair and your dancing shoes for the Silver Spring Jazz Fest. The 15th annual event returns to Veterans Plaza in downtown Silver Spring. As always, it promises to be another huge success by showcasing well-known jazz artists. Local legend Marcus Johnson will again take the stage. The festival is free and open to the public, so save the date for September 8th from 3 to 10 p.m. For more info, go to mocorec.com. We hope to see you there. With that, we close this edition of County Report This Week. Remember to like us on Facebook and to join us again at this time every week for a look at what's going on inside Montgomery County. I'm Anqoinette Crosby. Thank you for watching.